So this is my topic, embracing Agile, and here we'll see the Agile methodology with its brief explanation, and next we'll see the Agile versus Waterfall. Then we'll go through the Scrum framework and Agile principles. Okay, so here I can say Agile in project management. It's a very vast topic, and we can see what is actually it is and how it works. So the origin of Agile is in many organizations implemented a form of project management in attempt to improve the success rate of IT project. So due to the rigidity of methodology, they often fail and causing paralysis by analysis. Okay, so this is the reason why we needed this methodology in the management. So these pressures lead to development of Agile, and Agile focuses on layering through product requirement, encouraging continuous improvement, and responding quickly to changing requirements from the aspect of team's mentality and the next level, individual levels. Okay, so we can say that Agile is about to found in 1990. So when it's getting popular after this era of project management, and we can firstly we used to do this waterfall kind of model in our management field. So we can manage each and everything according to these basic things. We have to go through the requirement, then design, then implement, testing, and maintenance. But the process of applying these all things in a hierarchy. So this is the way how to do these all things. So one thing in waterfall management, these things is also done from the product owner, and another thing which is also done in agile model. So we can compare these both things, how these all things are going to be done. So in project management, agile its roots interactive project management. So it's highly flexible and interactive model where requirement and overall project plan are regularly updated to meet changing requirement from stakeholders, supplier, and customers. Okay, wherein traditional project management, that is a waterfall, uh, from various there are various drawbacks. We can go through the example, like some of the requirements cannot be state fully until either a prototype is developed, until there are multiple facets of product being produced. So we can add some more things. When planning happens much in advance, there are chances that requirements may change during the process of working on project. Okay, and rendering the product ineffective or only partially effective. So uh, each and everything is well planned, but the time period of the planning is very important. So we can compare these both things and these both models. So we say that agile is more powerful compared to the waterfall. Okay, so as I explained, the thing, compare this to an agile project where one module is developed in short period of time called a sprint. During each sprint, like it is about to maximum for 3 weeks and minimum for just a week. So is implemented feedback from user is collected and any shortcomings are identified. That feeds is used to build requirement into development next sprint. Okay, so we can see with the another example. So this is the relay race. Okay, and this another one is the basketball. So we can say in relay race, the race is completed in form of a step by step process. Okay, so without the player who is don't give this relay to the next player, he cannot reach to the next goal. Okay, but when we can compare to the next game, that is basketball, each player is actively work to reach to their goals. Okay, so this is the basic and easy way to compare this agile versus waterfall. Okay, so uh, this is the basic difference. Okay, as I explained. So I just skip this slide. Okay, so we can always use different agile software in our day-to-day life. So Atlassian by Jira is very popular, and another one is also Spira Team. This is Sprint Ground, then Agile, and Version One. These five are the very famous one. More softwares are also available in market, but mostly in project management, Jira is right now the popular one and easy to implement. So this is we can say it's a one screenshot of dashboard of the agile team, how it's work, and how the sprint, then actions, and all the things is work. We'll also get back with the sprint in the next slides. So we can say that here are the uh, product owner who has the requirement and who put his requirement to the uh, means, આપણે sorry, who give its a requirement to the developer team, the project manager. Okay, and this is the regular daily activities who can we can see in the next column. So and the third column is the bugs, means what are the actual errors are there, and how to resolve these errors. Okay, so this is a sprint. It's a we can get the review of the sprint day to day or weekly or the after the means each work can be complete maximum by 3 weeks. So this is also one kind of sprint. So we uh, just divided our work in some of the parts. Okay, so that's called in form of sprint. So we just get back with the agenda part, and I had explained that Scrum. So Scrum is the framework, very famous framework for Agile. There are also more frameworks like Kanban and Extreme XP, but due to the time period, I just go through with the Scrum. And Scrum is easy to implement and popular for Agile. So how it's work and why it's amazing. It's my favorite, so I just go through with it. Okay. So Scrum is an agile development methodology that helps teams to work together without any hassles. This framework for project management emphasizes accountability and interactive progress to help the team to reach its goals. Okay, it's very simple. There is a just it works like a agile methodology. It's just simple, smaller part of agile. So this is the game of rugby, and we can say the scrum how it works. Okay, team team is very important. So scrum is subset of agile approach, is a set of governing principles along with tools that enables fast responsive decision making. It derives its name from player position move within the game of rugby, and sometimes referred to as lightweight agile. Okay. Scrum focuses on generating and managing fast conclusion to short-term activities, typically called sprints, as we had seen in the last few slides. An important concept is the daily meeting of key player associate with the successful outcome to the sprint. This is typical of short 15 minutes duration and is the Scrum itself. This process is facilitated by the Scrum Master, and it's important to note that this is a functional role to not a hierarchical post. Okay, so this is how Scrum works actually. So this is the product backlog. Product backlog means the things what should a product owner wants to complete, requirement of the product owner. Then the Scrum Master go through with the planning. So sprint planning comes in the next part. Now sprint backlog. This we can say we go through with an example. If you would like to make an web application, so there are various parts like login form, then payment gateway, and many more things. Okay. So during this time of period, login form is going to be done by this development team. During this time of period, payment gateway is done by this team. Okay, so this is the sprint backlog, right? And the Scrum team is the team of member like development team, even though Scrum Master and product owner. Okay, so they all discuss what are the requirement and what they want to complete. So this is all the things is going to be done with the daily Scrum. Now they check the increments, okay, and sprint review is checked by the Scrum Master, means what the work is completed, and sprint retrospective. This is a short meeting after completing one sprint. Okay, so then again, according to the reports, they have to replan the next step, right? So the Scrum process lifecycle begins with a prioritized backlog. This prioritized backlog consists of series of sprint that provide the end result as potential shippable component. Inside the sprint, all necessary activities that are needed for product development take place. The entire Scrum process is executed in short period of 2 to 4 weeks, which is a term of feedback and reflection. Each speed is entity in its as a render a variation of final product that is delivered to client with least possible effort. Okay, so this is the technicality what I had explained here. Okay, so David, this is all about Scrum. Now, uh, still, how it's going on? I'm a little bit nervous because it's after a very long time. So, is it fine, David? Well, he's on. He's busy. Well, let's come with our next slide. Who attends the sprint planning meeting? So this is very important for sprint planning. Product owner, the person who gave the requirement. Product owner outlines the sprint goals and objective of sprint based on the product roadmap and stakeholder priorities. Okay. Then development team, they convey their bandwidth and capacity. This is essential for establishing the amount of work that can realistically be accomplished during the sprint cycle. And Scrum Master, he or she is ensure that Scrum process are followed and communication and productivity obstacles are addressed. Okay, so they are the major person who are the attendees of sprint planning. Now, why we chosen this Scrum process? These are the basic advantages, like focuses on delivering high business. Then we just uh, just we go with the many parts of such a big problem. Okay, so delivery speed is getting higher, so it's always helpful in our business. Now the next is the support inspection of actual working software. How the software is actual working means if we are working on the complete full module CMS, then it is very difficult to handle. But if we are go through with the smaller parts, so it is very easy to complete our work on time. Product incremental cycle. Okay, we can say that the delivery of the product is completely go through with the day-to-day report and all the things. Then client benefits from the shippable products. Okay, they also check with the report, and we can say that clients are also getting happy. They also seen some progress in our daily basis Scrum activities, and this with these Scrum activity reports and this process. Okay, so frequent and consistent. So they are assured with our result. And is there any changes? Is there any problem? So we can we can solve it at the initial stage. Okay. Client sets priority. And what is the first requirement? It is the prioritized by only the product owner, means our client. Working process responds quickly and efficiently. So it is very easy and most efficient and quick way to deliver high priority. So the biggest problem can be resolved with the proper planning of the Scrum. Okay, sprint planning. Okay, so these are the way we can also get learn and we can get professional certification with the Scrum org. So this is applying uh, applying professional Scrum. Then the another one certification program, that is professional Scrum Master. You can also apply with a greater version, means advanced level, for PSM2. Then PSPO, that is also have APS is for just a newcomer for Scrum, and they start with the APS, then go after PSM, then PSPO and PSPO Advanced. These are also kind of the thing we can elaborate our skills and Scrum technologies, Scrum framework in more level. And PhD, that is a professional Scrum developer. There is also another advanced level. So we can also get the professional training with this certification program. So this is very important for agile principle. So customer satisfaction is a must in agile. Why we had chosen agile? So that is the main 12 reasons. So just elaborate one by one. Once the requirement come in front of us, product owner come in front of us. So these are the requirement, and they need to complete within this particular time of period. So If we are going to satisfy him, so our business is completely getting grown up. Okay, so it's affect the customer satisfaction is very crucial role for Agile. So we can go through with the sprint planning, proper sprint planning, and we just complete this feature with the Agile. And the second one is welcome change. Like as I had go through with an example for a web application. So in login form, if a client needs to change some columns, some fields, so this is easier way. Like this developer team A has completed this task. So they know the ways and they know the easier task to how to resolve this problem, how to change. Okay. So not the everyone have to involved for this problem. And this can be very easier to change, right? Deliver frequently. So sprint 1, 2, 3, like we had distribute our task in different sprint. Okay, so this is the way the report is getting generated to the product owner. So they also check through it. Yes, this thing is done. This is not done. This is going to be done by today, by this week. Okay, so he or she can get back and check the progress of their work. I just go through with just a single example, web application development. So it's easier to elaborate this all things. Okay. Now work together. Work together means the Scrum Master, developer team, and product owner. They all are the very important person for developing a project. So they all work together for a single project with different kind of the modules. Like login module team is different, but ultimately they are interrelated, connected with a project that is web application development. Okay, trust and support. Trust and support means with this module is completely done by team A. So it is complete. Now there is no interaction, there is no interference of team B because they are working on payment gateway. If they are stuck with some problem and login team is completed their work on the time, so they can also going to support for some of the time and they, but this is not called interference. Okay, so ultimately the goal is we have to complete our sprint, our task within particular time frame. Okay, so this is the way how we can develop the trust and support between each other. Face to face conversation, right? Product owner come to the scrum master and they can also go with the developing team. So this is the better way to check our problem, to solve our problem, to know about our requirement, and to understand what they want actually and what we had delivered actually. Okay, so this is very important thing, face to face conversation. Working software. Working software means when we had applied for web application, I had chosen the Jira. The this software is very easy to applicable for my product owner. So how it's work, how he can understand the method, the main things between this software. This is also very important and very interesting for him. Okay, so how it's work, how this methods is going to be done, and how the actually my task is getting done. So this is one kind of the correlation between the product owner and ultimately developing team. Sustainable development. Okay, there are some different views from the product owner that these are various points going to be complete during this time frame, and we also give him this time frame. This is going to be done. So he can get these reports with a form of chart, and he check that my task is getting done within this time frame. Login is completed, is going to be completed. Payment gateway is completed. Okay, so content is not yet, but he can see the progress in the report. Okay, so this is the complete development of his project. Then continuous attention. It is generally kind of product owner. He can also get the report daily. Same way, the Scrum Master, he also attend the meetings and arrange the meetings according to the changes, according to the requirements, and according to the time frame. Okay, so this is the continuous attachment between product owner and Scrum Master, and the this is the complete, we can say, good correlation between the project management. Then maintain simplicity. Here is a core word is that is keep it simple and stupid. So very simply we can deliver our task to the product owner, and if it is not done, then not to worry, there is another day, another sprint is getting done for the same task, and this is done. So in a very easier manner, this all the things is getting completed. Self-organizing team, like as I had explained, this team A, B, C, blah blah blah, is working on different modules for just a single application. So each and every team is self-aware for their self-growth. Okay, so with the proper manner, they just complete their task during some fixed time frame. So these are the main things which is built up in their daily routine lifestyle, and it is also affect to their professional lifestyle. So this is one kind of thing that organized work is present in front of our product owner. Okay, reflect and adjust. How this all things is reflect, the reflection is done with the proper management of the scrum master, and how to adjust once the problem is occurred, how we can elaborate it, how we can go from it and complete it within the proper time frame, that is a sprint. Okay, so these are the basic agile principle which is done in a proper sprint, and how the project is getting completed. Fine. So these are some of the benefits, major benefits, we can say, the main and major benefits of Agile. Continuous customer contact, right? So once we had applied for a requirement as a customer, like I'm a product owner and I applied with my some of the things, and these are my requirements. So I am completely contact. I'm completely in contact with the Scrum Master, with the team, and I don't have any kind of the issues like what is going to be done and how this all things is getting represent after the completion. So there is no question in my mind because I have the daily report, I have the weekly reports, so it is a much more satisfied result in front of me. Okay, the ability to adapt. Ability to adapt means we can say that Jira is as a software, as I had explained previously. So this is the main connection between the customer and the developing team, the Scrum Master. So both person can easily adapt with the environment of this software. Okay, faster delivery. The task is getting uh, partially divided in some teams. So we can say that each and every reports is getting generated and the things is getting uh, shown by the product owner. So delivery is faster. Ultimately, the project is getting delivered daily basis. Lower project risk. There is a very lower project risk, we can say, like if some changes is occur, we can initialize on we can get it initialized on the very first stage, right? Initial level, and then we can also go through it and resolve it very easily. So ongoing innovation means if I would like to change something, then I also get back with the changes from the product owner and completely keep it on a side. Once the requirement is complete, I just put this point. This is also one thing I'll have to add, and I just put it in the task and finish this task with the new requirement. So ongoing innovation is done in this way. Now, when not to use agile project. So this is one very important topic, but mostly if you understood it, you can't avoid it. But if it is not your business, then might be there is the choices how and why you not go through it. So these are the some points. The outcome of your project is stable and well understood. When you know this is the way where I have to reach there, so there is no need to go with the agile project. If you are working on some major project, then you can just go through with the agile project. Okay, your project is must produce a repeatable delivery. Okay, if your project is repeatedly used by some short period of time, then you don't have to go with this method. If you are planning for some such a big thing, like it is a major planning and it is a long term planning, so we can just use for that project and not for short term repetitive methods. Your stakeholder don't want agile means when you are go with your stakeholder, okay, so they sometimes don't understand the exactly what agile is, and sometimes they know the better ways to how to resolve this all these project and their issues. So might be there are the chances that they can't go through with this methodology. When your company doesn't support Agile, then don't choose Agile project management for your company. Okay, like you are working with some, we can say, like we are working with some small kind of uh, thing, like company. Okay, where the task, the job is completely fixed for a person, so he don't used to go for the company, and he don't have to interfere like this is the method and this is the way how we can change. No, 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 this is not the way to get back to change their mindset for agile. Okay, because they are working on some another technologies, some another methodologies, which is completely safe and best for their. So, if you are working for your project management or for someone's better mindset, some long term project management kind of the business, so you can go for that with the agile methodologies. Okay. So, this is the final what we can learn, what I especially learn from the agile. So, listen to understand, not to answer. Okay. Once you listen properly and understand it, so this is the only way. You don't have to give answer, because then only your actions. Okay, be tough to the problem but kind to the people. Once the problem in front of you, you don't have to go through the people, right? The people are not the problem is another thing, and people are the person who are solving this problem. Okay, so we learn this ethics also with this method, and support those who want to support. If somebody want to go from the bottom level to top level, so this is the way how we can support, how we can support in our like developing team and complete our task. And this is the way like support to support, right? Inspire to change, never use force. Change is must for everyone. And when we are talking about change, it is not done by the force. So if we want to change something, we'll have to wait for some particular time frame, sprint, and the thing is getting changed step by step. With a different sprint, we can always change the entire procedure. So, this is the main components we can get from this methodology, that is professionalism. We can feel the creativity in ourselves. It is supportive ultimately and competent. So, this is all about the agile methodology, and I personally say that I use this methodology in my personal business, and I always get with report generation with my team, with my business person, and I always get the proper successful change satisfaction from my customers. Okay, so you can connect me with this email ID, and this is my Twitter handle. You can also join on me, connect me on LinkedIn and CSharpCorner as well. So that is all about the Agile methodology and embracing Agile.